Remember the viral DoorDash story I covered? The one with the open door, the guy sleeping on the couch, and the TikTok that blew up the internet. Well, it's gotten weirder. The driver just posted an update that claims she has proof that the door was open when she got there. And now she's even dropped her claim from SA to something else. And somehow that's not even the weirdest part. The internet has broken out into a war between people screaming, "She's lying," and the other half saying, "You're all misogynistic for disagreeing with her." Let's talk about it. Go grab yourself a snack, grab yourself something to drink, and let's hang out for a little while and talk about what's going on with this. If you like this video, like, subscribe, let me know down below. So, Libby, also known as IRL Monster High Doll on TikTok, posted a video saying that she has proof that the door was open when she arrived. But she also says that she can't show the proof because of how important it is, which sounds a little bit too much like, "Trust me, bro."
Have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house. But due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
But what's more interesting is that she's changed her claim from SA to indecent exposure, or as New York calls it, public lewdness. And to be fair, that's a much more reasonable accusation, but it also raises the same old question. Why did she post it on the internet to begin with? And the rumor mill around this story is still running at full speed. People are claiming that she opened the door herself, filmed him, and then edited it to make it look like it was already open. But there's no solid proof of that. There's also no solid proof of what she says either, other than her video. What we've got here is the classic internet echo chamber. Everybody's doubling down on their own version of what happened without actually knowing what happened. One of the biggest creators to have tackled this story is iNabber, who made a video with over 160,000 views, basically defending Libby. He argues that the backlash she's getting is fueled by misogyny. What? That people are just attacking a woman for calling out a man's behavior.
Why is there this big misinformation campaign currently against Livy? Well, you're gonna hate me when I say this, but ultimately, it is misogyny. People on TikTok in particular, people on social media in particular, love to hate on a woman who is talking about their own experience of a man doing something bad. People love when someone is lying. They love trying to accuse someone of lying because they can't accept that, yes, we live in a misogynistic society.
But his conclusion that the entire internet is being misogynistic for disagreeing with her, well, I think that's where he misses the mark.
And by them not being able to accept that, it leads to them being misogynistic on top of their already misogyny of denying that we live in a very misogynistic society. So because of all of that, it's now led to this campaign of misinformation against Livy for simply documenting her personal experiences. And as you're going to continue to go through this story with me, you're going to realize that every single argument made against this person, bar maybe one, is all completely built on the foundations of absolute lies and misogyny.
He even says that there's no evidence of any edited version of the video and claims that it's part of a massive misinformation campaign against her. And yeah, I'll give him credit. He's done some research. There's definitely misinformation here, but calling all criticism misogyny is just as misleading as saying that she faked the video. What really happened is simple. People are reacting emotionally and not logically. One side wants to believe that she made it all up. The other side wants to believe that every bit of backlash is sexist and that she's innocent. The truth is that neither side actually knows. They're just reacting to what fits their worldview. And that's how stories like this snowball into chaos. Now, here's where the legal side of it gets a little messy, because depending on what actually happened that day, this could go from not legal at all to a Class B misdemeanor. In New York, what most people call indecent exposure is called public lewdness. And the law says you can be charged with this if you intentionally expose yourself to anybody inside or outside, which means public or in your house. If you're naked in front of your window and somebody walks by and sees it, that's public lewdness. If you're naked from the waist down on your couch in view of the front door, somebody walks by and sees it, that's public lewdness in New York. So the key word here is intent. It's not about being naked, it's about trying to be seen naked. And that's the gray area here, is if this guy was really passed out with the door wide open, then yeah, technically she saw something she wasn't supposed to. But without intent, there's no actual crime. He'd have to have known that the door was open and chose to stay like that for the legal definition of public lewdness to fit. That's why I don't totally agree with Einhaber. He's right that there's a lot of misinformation out there about this story, but saying that the whole thing is rooted in misogyny ignores how unclear the evidence actually is. The truth is, this might not even be a crime at all. It might just be a bad situation that got blown way out of proportion. So, legally speaking, the story isn't as clear-cut as either side makes it out to be. If the footage really happened the way she says it is, he could technically fall under the public lewdness law. But without proof of intent, it's basically just an awkward moment and not criminal. Outside of that, it's still a mess. DoorDash has her banned, not for being harassed, but for filming the guy's genitals, for filming the inside of his house, and putting his address all over the internet for the world to see. She's still claiming that she has proof, but until she shows the proof, it's just a claim. What's wild is how the internet has split into two camps over something that might actually be real. It's the perfect example about how the truth gets buried when a story goes viral. So, what do you think? Was this just a misunderstanding or a viral moment that got taken completely out of control? Let me know in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe. If you want to support the channel, check out the merch bar down below, or hit up the PayPal link and buy me an energy drink. I always appreciate that. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I will see you next time. Peace out.